Hello, everybody. Welcome to BODS Mayhem Hour Live Podcast. This is a special podcast this evening. This is called Christmas Chaos with my awesome bro, TB Monstrosity, aka Tracy Bird from
What's up, everybody?
Blitzkid, A Gathering of None, and Dragnu. And he is going to be on here doing a special acoustic set for each and every single you awesome folks out there this evening who is joining us. And if you have questions, also TB will try to answer these.
Absolutely.
As always, please be professional about these questions and things like that. Keep it legit.
Nothing X-rated, guys.
Yeah,
It's a family show.
Yeah. I can only go with 10 seconds. Anyway, that's a good one. So, we're going to turn this over to TB, but before we do that, I am going to fix this on my side so that way I can see questions coming in several ways.
Woo.
Here we go. It's already playing. Let me mute this.
I know you're probably going to get some questions already. Like, man, you said it was going to be an acoustic set. Guys, I don't have an acoustic guitar right now. So we're almost acoustic. We're probably going to get some questions already.
There we go. I'll just fix it. So anyway, without further ado, Mr. TB Monstrosity. And like I said, guys, this is a storyteller's type deal, so I'm just going to back away. I'm just going to sit here and look pretty as I always am. And I want to mention this too, and I know TB won't mind me mentioning this. Please, if you can, and I know everybody's local areas has a church, some type of facility with the government and city officials that are, bringing things to Western Kentucky, to Bowling Green, Kentucky, to Mayfield, Kentucky. My home state took a hard hit.
Yeah.
And these families lost everything in a blink of an eye. So please, if you could just donate essential stuff like, God, folks, toilet paper, shampoo, deodorant, stuff like that, shoes, it doesn't matter. Just go, if you have them to spare, go through your stuff. And if you want to like hand-me-downs, those are fine. I'm sure these people ain't going to be choicy right now.
Absolutely.
Help these folks out. That's all I'm asking. I'm going to donate some stuff and look, folks, we're getting ready to celebrate Christmas. Look how fortunate some of us are to have gifts under the tree and spending time with family. And these folks lost everything. Yeah. Nothing. So please, I'm just asking you as a true, nice human being as I am, please help these folks out. That's all I ask. And TB, my friend, take it away.
All right. So if we're going by the storyteller's vibe, first song I'll do is Blitzkid song. Many of you are familiar with this song. If you're not, you're about to be. The premise behind this song was I legitimately just liked the Hellraiser movies and the Cenobites as characters. I felt like in a weird way there was always something kind of sad and some kind of longing that the Cenobites had, so to speak, in their what's the word?
In their world?
In their following of, and they're like having a master of, like Pinhead or whatever. And they kind of felt like they were kind of stuck. Like they were in the position that they were in because they, didn't necessarily want to be, but they kind of ended up there. And, I always felt like there was kind of an underlying sadness about, the Cenobites. So I wrote a song and I just called it Hellraiser. But I wanted to kind of imply some sympathy toward the Cenobites in the song. Anyway, that's what Hellraiser's about. So we'll play that one now. It goes like this. creatures that have gone raving mad. We are the dead spoke of in legend. We are the monsters writhing underneath your bed, resurrected from the centuries gone by. Cenobites traveling through the portals of time. Some hell is gonna raise, and we shall come with them. Forbidden pleasures materialize. Will torture your body by proportion, so mythic. The puzzle box opens and brings us new life. Pinhead coming up from the flames. Once Frank Cotton, but you do just the same. He's the one that damned from the start, but if you cheat us, we'll tear your soul apart. Pinhead coming up from the flames. Once Frank Cotton, but you do just the same. He's the one that damned from the start, but if you cheat us, we'll tear your soul apart. Resurrected from the Cenobites traveling through the portals of time. Some hell is gonna raise, and we shall come with it. Forbidden pleasures materialize. Will torture your body by proportion, so mythic. The puzzle box opens and brings us new life. Whoa, Some hell is gonna raise. 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 Whoa.
Damn, man, that sent chills up me.
Thank you. But no, like going back to what I was saying about, excuse me, my sinuses have been really weird all week, so my voice is not what it normally is today. But no, going back to what I was saying about kind of feeling sympathy, or something for the Cenobites. One of our friends from years ago, a guy named Drew Blood, used to do a radio show called In the Graveyard. One of the very first places outside of locally that actually played us on the radio, or I guess at the time the beginning of internet radio, as it were. And he was based out of New York, New Jersey area, and he was talking to me one time, and he said, "Man, I love Hellraiser because it almost makes you feel kind of sympathy for the Cenobites." And I was like, "Yes, that is exactly what I wanted." So yeah, he got it, right away. And I hope now that I've kind of explained the story a little bit, I hope people understand, because I felt like the Cenobites didn't want to be what they were. They just kind of were what they were because they were stuck there and they had a job to do, even if they didn't want to be there. That's kind of what I felt the Cenobites were going through.
Folks, if you have any questions for Mr. TB Monstrosity, please put the questions in the chat room, and I will be more than happy to let him know. And I hope I pronounced this name correctly. If not, TB will tell me. Crow mix, I guess. I know I'll probably pronounce that wrong. Probably screwed it all up. On Twitch, send a purple heart in here. So thank you.
Absolutely.
That's awesome. So everybody that's out there listening, thank you for turning into Christmas Chaos. So this is all for you guys. This isn't for me, even though I love TV with everything in me, man, because we've been bros for a long time. Love his music and everything. But this is for everybody. How long?
8 years.
Very long time. That's a long time in bod years. but
We are
seriously, but seriously,
we are
folks.
we are third graders now in our friendship.
Yeah, yeah. but seriously, this is for you guys. And again, if you have any questions or anything like to say, any comments in here, please drop them in on the Facebook page, the Twitch page, and they'll come in here to us. And I'll quit blabbing again and let Mr. TV Monstrosity continue with Christmas Chaos.
So I wasn't real sure what songs to play tonight, but I feel like this one always gets a good response, and sorry, my amp's kind of acting up here. Hang on.
Smack it.
It usually works. It worked
true.
There we go. And I felt like this one was pertinent right now because it's a good story. And so what happens here is a song based on a movie. If you guys have not seen the cinematic masterpiece that is Motel Hell, do yourselves a favor and check that out, because it is just phenomenally so bad that it's good. It centers around a farmer in this kind of like southern rural area who owns a hotel, but also is a little bit of a local businessman because he owns farm animals, and he makes his local community beef jerky, slaughters pigs, slaughters cows, is kind of like the local meat go-to guy for meat in that area. And as it so happens, he takes people that he finds on the roadside, much to their chagrin, or that stay at the hotel that is adjacent to his property. He takes them and, drugs them and removes their tongues and plants them in the ground like they're plants. And then proceeds to use these people that he has, grown, so to speak, to as meat for his meat products, and the local folks are not aware of this. So anyway, do yourselves a favor. That came out in like 1978. It's really campy. It's really cheesy. Do yourselves a favor and go check it out. But this is called Motel Hell. Coming out to Motel Hell, where the folks will treat you well. They got rooms up there, ready to sell. Till the ringing of the dinner bell. They have such fine cuisine. It ain't novel if you know what I mean. Cooking up with the well travels on the street. From a cannibal or ever psychotic feast. Welcome to Motel Hell. Welcome to Motel Hell. All together. Nobody knows what's going on. The folks checked in, but now they're gone. Such a nice clean place to stay, but you wind up on the dinner plate. They had such fine cuisine. They know if you know what I mean. Cooking road traveling down from town. Super on and the sun's go down. Welcome to Motel Hell. Welcome to Motel Hell. All together. Welcome to Motel Hell. Welcome to Motel Hell. Welcome to Motel Hell. Welcome to Motel Tell him.
Yeah. Are you shocked that these songs, man, took off as quickly as they did and people gravitated toward them like flies, man? I was like, oh God, it's like fly to honey. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, it's like everybody just like grasped on to these songs when they come out. Like every fucking one of them. Sorry, family show.
Oh, whoa. Where's the bleep button? No, you know, that song in particular too is so fun for us to play live because it's kind of rockabilly, you know, and you know, all of us and Blitzkid, Goolsby and I, you know, right down to, you know, Chris and Benny and, you know, Troy and all the 800 drummers we've had. We all grew up here in the South where, you know, country music was the thing. Carl Perkins was a thing. Elvis was a thing.
Yes.
You know, so it kind of, you know, I was just like, man, this is kind of a no-brainer for us to do a song like that because it's kind of, you know, kind of where we come from, kind of inadvertently, sometimes advertently, an influence for us. You know, or I should say, you know, on purpose, sometimes not on purpose, an influence for us. So we decided, you know, why not? Let's write a rockabilly-ish kind of tune. And it's funny, a lot of people have compared that song to a band called 9 Pound Hammer, which is Blaine Cartwright from Nashville Pussy's band before we started Nashville Pussy. So, and I would hear that. I heard that so often. I went back and I listened to them, you know, and I was like, oh, it kind of really does kind of sound like something they would do. But yeah, you know, it's a fun tune. It's a fun tune, and one of the ones that we get requested most live. I think at this point, that's one of those songs if we didn't play, people would be mad. You know, like you guys should play Motel Hell. You know,
it's a fun song.
It is. You know, and Let Flowers Die, the album that it's from, was like that's kind of the album that I think a lot of people kind of started finding out about a song. So I think that it holds that sentimental value for them there too. You know, but I kind of screwed myself, John, when I wrote the lyrics for that song, and I'm sure you probably heard me kind of fumble them as I was playing it, but that song is so fast, and the first verse, it says that toward the end of the first verse, it says, you know, because they're cooking up the wayward travelers on the street for a cannibalorama psychotic feast, right? So, and I had to get that out like rat-a-tat-tat, like on the studio version. It was fine, you know. And you know, but that once wasn't enough for me. Apparently, I had to do it on the second verse too, because
oh Lord,
because the second verse, and toward the end of the second verse goes, you know, because they're cooking up the wayward travelers from out of town. The soup is on and the sun's going down. But as you hear, you know, because they're cooking up the wayward travelers from out of town. You know, it's very, you know, it's like a machine gun almost. So we, then if we play that song like any like probably no more than like 10 BPM faster live, I just sound like I'm speaking gibberish, you know, on those two parts. So so that's that'd be a lesson to you kids. Don't try to write scat vocals on a fast rockabilly punk tune. So for the next song has a really cool story. When Billy Bones was our drummer, and this was again around the Let Flowers Die, Trace of a Stranger era of the band, late 2001 into like early 2004. Billy grew up in Joplin, Missouri, and there was a local legend there, you know, local folklore kind of tale called The Lady in the Lake. So apparently what happened was, as the legend goes, this, you know, guy and girl, they had this beautiful relationship. Everybody in town was, you know, just in awe of them and just how much they loved one another kind of thing. They were kind of like it couple around town, so to speak. And I guess at one point they decide, okay, they're going to get married. Well, she picks out her wedding dress. And again, this is all, I don't know how true this is, but makes for a cool story. She picks out a wedding dress, and they lived, this fella and his girlfriend, they lived right by a lake. They had essentially what would be a lake house, I guess. And so she goes and picks out a wedding dress, and she wears it home. I'm not sure why. Probably just because she was excited. I don't know. I don't make up the stories, guys. I'm just telling you as I've been told.
Yeah.
So she wears the dress, and she gets home, only to find that her husband to be has left her a Dear John letter, and has kind of flown the coop, and kind of, I can't do this. I love you, but I can't do this, and it's over, kind of thing. Just, I don't know. So apparently, she kills herself. She stabs herself, I guess, in the chest, which not in the heart, so it doesn't kill her automatically. But as she's bleeding to death, essentially, she goes into this lake by their house and she drowns. Well, according to legend, around that area of Missouri, on the stretch of road where this house supposedly stood, you could see her sometimes at night. Like I said, local lore began calling her the Lady in the Lake. So I thought it would be cool to kind of not only tell her story in a song, but also kind of, she's a ghost now, right? So I thought it would be kind of cool to tell her story not only as it happened, but as in the chorus of the song, why she's a ghost, why she's still sticking around, is because she just wants to feel some sort of happiness, because she's so sad because of what happened to her, and the only way to do that is to sing to her. So, being that as it were, I wrote this song. It's called Lady in the Lake. It has nothing to do with King Arthur. It has everything to do with the legend of the Lady in the Lake from Joplin, Missouri. It goes like this. She held tied to a phonograph, entranced by his mystery. The sun it rose and set for days, with echoes of her agony. What good's a heart without a home, and no one to call her own? The waters rushed up to bathe her, other time and drown the memories. What's more beautiful than blood caked on her velvet skin? The dress she wore that night remains washed in scarlet sin. A haunted tale of sorrow underneath the murky deep. Still a longing in those eyes that hasn't ceased to be. A broken spirit still exists. The pain calls her up to rise. And though I wanted to dismiss, as a trick of lighter in my mind, standing there so elegant she cries. Sing to me and ease my troubles, boy. This afterlife is no joy, because the death of love took me before my time. Sing to me and provide peaceful rest. Although I'm gone, I can't forget. Sing a song and croon to me in the midnight. Sing to me. it still exists. The pain calls her up to rise. And though I wanted to dismiss as a trick of lighter in my mind, standing there so elegant she cries. Sing to me and ease my troubles, boy. This afterlife is no joy, because the death of love took me before my time. Sing to me and provide peaceful rest. Though I'm gone, I can't forget to sing a song and croon to me in the midnight. Sing to me, whoa, sing to me, whoa, sing to me, whoa, sing to me, whoa.
That's what I'm talking about.
So yeah, so that's that song.
Folks, again, if you have any questions for Mr. TV Monstrosity, please put them in the chat room. I'm sure
here,
he'll be
baby. I'm
more
ready.
happy
Let's do
to answer those questions. So pop them in here, and he'll be more than happy to answer those questions, talk more for you guys and gals. I'm going to put in a request out of left field here for Mr. TV. He knows I'm a huge Blitzkid fan.
Shh, my dog's
So I'll let them babies play. So I hear them. So I want you to play Myers 1031.
Oh man.
If you can,
right.
if not, that's fine. We can do something else. My Dying Bride, maybe.
Let's do something else, because I feel like that one doesn't translate in this format
Okay.
all that great.
Okay.
I love that song. Don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to poo-poo on your request.
No, it's totally fine. Totally fine. Okay, My Dying Bride.
Why don't we keep it to ones that I sing?
So, that's fine. That's totally fine.
Because honestly, I don't know all the lyrics to that. Because I didn't write that one.
Okay, that's totally fine. One more, then we'll get into the Gathering of None.
All right, let's delve into that. Let me do this real quick though.
One more Blitzkid song, then we'll get into the Gathering of None. I like to say that, the Gathering of None. Hope you guys are having a good time out there. This is, like I said before, previously, this is all for you all, not for me and TV. It's for every single one of you guys and gals out there. I just want to bring something cool to each and one of you guys out there. So this is my Christmas gift to you guys, who appreciates what I do and appreciates what TB's done for all these years and still continue doing what he's doing with Dragnu right now and A Gathering of None. So thank you guys and gals out there. Again, if you have any questions or anything you want to say to TV, please put them in here. We'll be more happy to let you know. So don't be bashful, because he's going to be here just a little bit longer, and then we're going to be out of here. But please sit back, relax, enjoy all this, and let Mr. TV
back and relax, enjoy the show.
Yeah, you go eat your fish sandwich, girl.
All right, so let's see here. Another Blitzkid song.
Demon Machine is pretty badass.
Yeah, again though, probably wouldn't translate well here.
That's another fast one like Motel Hell.
Yeah. I mean, you know what? Let's do this. This one works okay. This one. Up there by the lonesome pine is where you will find two stories of man to man and some bad inside. Outside by the window, it reads stay out or die. In the freezer lies a chopped up body on ice. There's so much evil in this place. Goosebumps on my arms and tears on my face. Look, wait, dysfunctional domicile. Won't you please stay for a while? We're in this dead house. In this dead house, alright. There's a pentagram scrawled across the wall. The smell of death is thick, you're asking down the hall. By the window I see eerie flashes of light. I think I've had enough excitement for one night. There's so much evil in this place. Goosebumps on my arms and tears on my face. Earthquake dysfunctional domicile. Won't you please stay for a while? We're in this dead house. In this dead house, alright. In this dead house, baby. In this dead house. And I don't want you to die. Or be another victim this time. When you're being hacked up, time sure does fly. Curiosity from my demise. We're in this dead house. In this dead house, alright. In this dead house, mama. In this dead fucking house.
That's great. Another rockabilly type deal. That's another good one.
Yeah. You know, those are, again, I initially, a little bit of backstory on the writing of that song, not necessarily what it's about, but I initially, I was just playing that riff one day, and I was playing it slower because I was just, just riffing around on guitar, just trying to rack my brain, trying to come up with stuff. And I'm like, and playing it slower, I'm like, man, that really kind of sounds like AC/DC, whom I love, don't get me wrong. But, so then I sped it up, and I'm like, well, wait a minute, what if we kind of played it like, more like, like a Ramones type song where it was like, I'm like, no, that's not going to work. So then I was like, well, hang on, what if we just kind of, I'm like, there we go.
There you go. Lightning in the bottle right there.
Absolutely. Let's see if I got a message. No, nothing important. I thought I might, because sometimes when I do these, people will IM me while I'm doing them. And I'm like, dude, go ask a question there.
Yeah, it's like, go over there. Get away.
No, it was not a question, though.
Would you like sauce?
All right, so Aegon songs.
Yeah, we're going to switch it up now.
Aegon, for everybody that doesn't know, usually tunes to drop D. That's just what I was just doing there. So Aegon, let's see. I like doing this one a lot because it has a really good message to it. This song is basically just about, whether you're happy, whether you're sad, whether you have some shit going on that you can't, kind of get your feet under, or you've got, some just emotional problems, or, problems with your family, problems with your friends, deals with pain, deals with sadness, deals with loss, deals with being happy, being angry, feeling like you're less than what you should be. Everybody's felt that way. So I kind of wanted to write a song that kind of said that in, not so many words, but that kind of echoed that sentiment that, everybody goes through that kind of stuff. And, down here in Virginia, Southwest Virginia, West Virginia, you hear this phrase all the time, like, oh, I'm right there with you,
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so, and probably by you as well. It's probably
Yeah.
you probably hear that in Kentucky quite a bit too. So, I was like, well, I'm just going to call this song Right There With You, because everybody has, been through something at some point where they could say, yep, I know exactly what you're talking about, man. I've been there, So that was kind of the impetus for this song. This was called Right There With You. My amps, see, right when I go to play. All right. It's live, folks. Anything can happen.
That's right. That's what I like
Probably seen a million faces pass before these eyes. No, I can't tell you every name. The souls are intertwined, and I bet that you don't know this. But see me look your way, and I bet's the loss of chosen. Can we have this shade? Now that you do everything that you're supposed to do, what's your station here in life? What did you ever amount to? Well, I bet that you don't know this, but if you tried and failed, your spirit may be broken, but you get up when you fail. And if you're feeling lonely, maybe I am too. Is that a sense of longing tearing into you? I'm asking you to show me exactly who you are. And until we break, have you really come that? Do we just lay down? We get pushed around, and when we fall down, do we stay there on the ground? If you're feeling lonely, maybe I am too. Is that a sense of longing tearing into you? I'm asking you to show me exactly who you are. If we bend until we break, have we really come that far?
Man, assuming the lyrics don't hit you, then nothing will. Just honestly.
And that's one thing I think I like a lot about I know I like a lot about A Gathering of None is because it allows me to write, all of us really in the band, because all of us write songs in the band. It allows me to write more from just a personal perspective instead of, and not that I mind, writing for Blitzkid and the way that we do, being, horror related or whatever. That's great, because it allows me to explore another aspect of my writing. But with A Gathering of None songs, I think what happens there is there's so much introspective and interpersonal lyrical content going on, because it's 9 times out of 10, the songs that I write for A Gathering of None are based on personal experiences that I've had. And I think, it's way more relatable for people sometimes than, Blitzkid or Dragnu, so that's cool. I've had people tell me, yourself included, that, Gathering of None songs and our lyrics and stuff have helped them through some really hard times. And that's awesome, man. That's success in my opinion. It doesn't matter like how much money we have or how much money we're going to make. If we ever make any, the fact that we have affected people with our music, that's what matters to me,
Yeah, and I've told you too, man, a million times. I'm so impressed on the growth from Blitzkid to A Gathering of None, of you just opening up more you personally.
Yeah, and honestly, it was scary to do that at first, because I've never done it, and so it was like, man, I was kind of like, man, I'm kind of putting myself out there a lot, and I was worried on the one hand, like if people wouldn't like that, or if people, would like it, and then like feel like, or wouldn't like it and be like, man, I wish this dude would shut up about like all of his personal problems, or would like it and then come to expect it with everything that we do, because I know like we have a lot of songs where we don't get like super, introspective or super personal, or they're not dealing with any personal experiences we've had. So I was hoping that people would, like it, but not like it to the point where they expected that from us all the time, to where we have to pigeonhole ourselves. And B, I was really hoping that people weren't like, dude, shut up about your problems. You know what I mean? So,
but there's a really good balance.
You're fucked up, TB. No.
You're another Aaron Lewis, man. Quit.
Right. Thank God. No.
There's a good amount of balance on these albums from Gathering of None. I mean, it's not too
I agree.
saturated down with slow stuff, and it's fine. That's what you like, but it's a very good balance of what you guys bring to this table for sure.
We tend to say, because originally when it was just my thing, before we became a band and it was just me, we tend to say that I tended to say at the time that, Gathering of None, because it's just me. But now, since it's 5 of us and has been since 2016, we kind of use that to our advantage still, because I don't feel like you can hear A Gathering of None and go, oh, well, they're this, or they're this, or, there's a lot of genre hopping that we do. So I don't think that, we kind of fit in one mold or whatever. So I think, now we kind of say, oh, well, as far as genres, we're A Gathering of None, so we gather a bunch together, but we don't gather any together really, we just kind of do what we do, and there you go. What comes out as the soup comes out as the soup.
It's like I said, man, here's another band right here with The Gathering of None, that you could take somebody who loves music and just let somebody listen to your albums, and I guarantee they'll like at least one song off that album. Guaranteed.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that's one reason why, a lot of people do like A Gathering of None, because we don't do just one thing, oftentimes in the same song, so I think that's beneficial for us. And I think, it keeps us too from not getting bored and, feeling like we have to change, churn out the same type of stuff over and over and over, and I think that's actually what helped Blitzkid's longevity too, because I don't think Blitzkid has ever released the same album twice, Dragnu, there's a lot of diversity there. You guys obviously haven't heard it yet, but I can tell you, from the songs that we are recording for the full length, you've got your slow songs, you've got your fast, thrashy kind of songs, you've got your punk songs. So, I mean, there's a lot of diversity going on for me, like I love bands like Motorhead, AC/DC, Slayer, because they had their formula, they stuck to it, and it was always awesome, but I can't do that. Like I have to go, okay, well, this song kind of sounds like that song, and, or whatever else. And, and obviously, you're going to run into that anytime you're a musician. You're gonna plagiarize yourself at some point. You're gonna have some songs that are kind of samey sounding, but that's the beauty of a gathering of none too, is because we have 5 of us now who, you know, have no problem calling each other out and going, hey, you know, that kind of sounds similar to this one song we did that one time, you know. And I'm like, oh, well, yeah, that's true. So, or, you know, I'll say that to the rest of the guys. I mean, we have, it gets ugly, man.
Wow.
we love one another, but I mean, it's, you know, it's when people are writing music and it's their heart, you know, tensions are definitely high in those times, and that's fine though, because that means they're passionate about what they're doing. You know, I wouldn't have it any other way. You know what I mean? It's never a knockdown, drag out fight or anything, but there's definitely some, you know, gritted teeth, and, you know,
they have tickle fights.
Yeah, you know, some tickle fights.
Jeez.
Oh, that's awesome. So let's see, the next Gathering of None song. Trying to think. I didn't come in prepared with, like, I'm going to play these songs. You know what I mean? Like, I kind of do these. I kind of like to do these on the fly. Keep it spontaneous. I'm trying to think. We'll do this one. I know that John personally likes this tune. I like this tune a lot because it's a story, you know, about, again, it goes back to the, you know, introspective personal lyrics. It's a story about me, you know, when I was at a point in my life when I wrote this song that, you know, stuff was just I was kind of lost. I didn't know what to do about certain situations or certain people. And, you know, I myself, you know, I always liked the scripture in the Bible where it says, you know, just be still and know that I'm God. And that's like, because to me, that's like, look, no matter what you're going through, whether you believe in me or not, I'm here. I've got your back. I'm not going to let anything bad happen to you. So, with that, I wrote this song. It's called Just Be Still. It's alright. I can't escape this growing truth. I feel so lost. And then he said, make this time infinite. Just remain right here before the moment moves and passes by. I can feel you breathing. It sounds so deafening. The hope has rescued me, yeah. And I know it sounds crazy, but be alive and just be still. Be alive and just be still. still, be alive, and just be still, be alive, and just be still. I can feel you breathing. It sounds so deafening. Your hope has rescued me, yeah. And I know that sounds crazy, but be alive and just be still, be alive and just be still, be alive and just be still, be alive and just be still. Keep me from falling from atop the ledge. Keep me from crawling from the chances left. But be alive and just be still, be alive and just be still, be alive and just be still, be alive and just be still and know.
I absolutely love that song. I mean, it's a. I told you first time I heard it, man. It made me cry.
You know, you're not the only person to tell me that, and that's cool because that's kind of it's kind of the response I want to elicit with it. You know, it's kind of a celebratory song. You know, it's like so much in this life is just shit and just sad and just terrible and just, you know, everything. You know, that song for me, and I've said this live before we played it. That song for me is about embracing moments, you know, whether they're good, whether they're bad, whether they're sad, whether they're angry, whether they're happy, you know, embrace those moments because that's all we got, man. That's all we got. You know, we have moments here on earth in life, and whether they're crap or whether they're awesome, they all deserve their time, you know. And for me, like I said, you know, in those moments, be they good, bad, happy, sad, whatever, you know, you kind of, I personally, I kind of like the feeling of knowing that, you know, there's somebody, someone, something up there that's kind of, you know, going, see, man, I know this is awesome right now, and I've got your back, and I'm glad that you're having a good time. Or I know this is crap right now, and I've got your back. And you know, I don't know. It's just one of those things for me where, you know, regardless of, you know, people's personal beliefs, like I feel like there has to be something in the cosmos somewhere. Doesn't have to be God, whatever you want to call it. That's kind of there has to be something or someone that's kind of, you know, got their fingers on the strings and they're kind of directing things. So, you know, everything kind of happens for a reason, I guess, is what I'm saying. And yeah, that song for me is just kind of like, you know, acknowledging that whatever kind of moments you have, you know, whether, like, again, and it's weird to say this about, you know, crappy moments in your life, but, you know, appreciate them because they make you who you are.
Yeah. Yeah, me and my mom's going through, and I don't care to tell anybody. I wear my heart on my sleeve. I'm not a fake. I tell you straight exactly how it is. I don't care. Just that song came out of nowhere for me just now, and it hit me again because me and my mom is going through some health issues. We've got a lot of things that's going on, things that's not going right. Everything in the past year or two, we're struggling financially. It's just
Right, right,
I can't catch a break. It's like, what have I done in the cosmos to cause this?
right,
You
right. No,
know, and then you sit there and it just comes out of the blue, and you say, God just says out of the scripture, just be still. And I was like, oh shit, dude, I needed to hear. I'm not saying this, folks. I mean, this is the truth. For some reason, maybe that was for me to hear that to come from you again.
you gotta,
No,
like I said, I think it's one of those things where, again, regardless of what you believe or whatnot, there's some truth to that because sometimes you just be still, man. Just take a step back, take a deep breath, and reassess. You know what I mean? Like just calm down. Everything's gonna be fine. I know it sucks right now, but just let's chill out for a second and see what happens. Let's let wherever the chips are gonna fall, they're gonna fall there. So let's just be ready for it, but let's just take a breath, and don't freak out, kind of thing.
damn it, TB, you got me tired up again, man. Jesus.
So yeah,
Music,
that's
music is my saving grace, folks. If there ain't anything else
absolutely.
out there, that's all I have. We got one
Um,
more in the book here.
what's that?
So we got one more in the book here.
One more in the book.
Yeah, this is the third one, right? Where we
Miraculously still in tune. Wait a minute.
Uh-oh.
Spoke too soon.
Uh-oh. I heard the banjo twang.
What's that?
I heard the banjo twang. Ba-ding-ding-ding, ba-ding-ding.
Um, I unfortunately can't divulge the entire story of this next song, because it deals with a very personal situation for one of us in the band. But suffice to say, I wrote a song about it, and we'll just leave it at that.
Like the here it goes.
What's that?
So like the here it goes.
So yeah, this one's called Maybe Someday. Maybe Someday. Sat there every Sunday, harboring secrets cross from me, and I keep hoping just for his sake that he'll confess to be at ease. And as time goes on, I think we've all known, but you were afraid of the seeds we'd sow. I still call him friend to this day. Always there to help me when I need. But I just can't reconcile his past ways. And ended 3 lives so carefree. As time goes on, I think we've all known that we were afraid of the seeds we'd sow. I hope in time I can find all the right words I wanna say. I hope he understands that need. Call attention to a crime that has grown colder than that lake. Maybe someday, not today. Yeah, we've all known. but we were afraid of the seeds we'd sow. I hope in time I can find all the right words I want to say. I hope he understands that need. Call attention to a crime that has run colder than that lake. Maybe someday, not today. Yeah, we are known.
That's awesome. That's so awesome. Man, this went by quick.
Absolutely, man. And hours goes by quick with me, dude.
Yes. But hey, you know what? We'll get you back on here for another one.
Absolutely, yeah. Yeah, we'll do it again. No questions?
No questions.
Man.
I think this is just more of a storytellers and you coming on here and playing. Man, this is suffice for me. You know, like I said, this is for everybody who's out there who listens to the podcast and supports me and supports TB on everything that he does, everything that I do. It's not for us. It's for all of you guys and gals out there. So
absolutely.
This is TB's PayPal site. He's actually doing some lessons on guitar right now. Explain it. What's going on with it?
Basically, if you want to learn any Blitzkid or Gathering of None songs, I have 40 that I've selected that I've uploaded to a cloud link. I email you the link, and I'm selling these for super cheap. They're instructional videos on how to play the Blitzkid or Gathering of None songs. I use simple everyday language. Even if you've never even picked up a guitar before, you can understand what I'm talking about. If you're a beginner, you understand what I'm talking about. If you're an intermediate player or expert level, you understand what I'm talking about because I make it simple and easy to understand. I show you all the leads. I show you all the overdubs. I show you the rhythm parts. I show you the alternate parts. Like I said, to 40 songs, Blitzkid and a Gathering of None songs. And if you guys are interested, I'm selling those 40 songs for $75, which is about 4 times less than what I should be charging for them. So if you want a last minute Christmas gift for someone in your life that is a Blitzkid or a Gathering of None fan who wants to learn some of our stuff on guitar, by all means, feel free to shoot me a message on Facebook or Instagram, and we'll work it out. And thank you to everyone over the last year and a half, because I've been doing these for that long. Over the last year and a half, a lot of people have bought these from me and have, commented on how easily they were to follow, or how easy they were to follow, and how just, personable I was with them. And that's awesome. And so thank you guys for all of you who have picked them up over the last year and a half or so. I'm going to be stopping them as of January 1st. So this is your last chance to get them. Because I feel like they've kind of run their course. Like I said, it's been over a year and a half that I've been doing this. And, I think maybe we'll move on to something else at this point. Maybe whether it be just offering basic guitar lessons even, which I have a couple people that have done those as well from me. Or something else. I'm talking to a couple of people about starting a podcast. I know everybody's got a podcast now, but
come on, join right in, brother.
Man. Water's fine, right?
Right.
So we'll see. I got some irons in the fire. I've done a lot of guest spots. Oh, that's another thing too. If you guys want me to guest on your record, be it on guitar or be it vocals, feel free to shoot me a line. I charge $150 flat rate to do.
It's
guitar or vocals. And if you want me on your record, send me the song and we'll talk. And if I like the song, then I'll be on your record. I've done that for quite a few people this year as well, so that's pretty cool. I can't really. Yeah, there's a couple that have yet to come out yet, so I can't really talk about those. But I was
He's on my album called Kick Ass. Nah,
exactly. There's a song. There's a song called "Get an Acoustic Guitar" featuring TB Monstrosity.
Santa Claus may bring you one, son. Santa Claus may bring you one. Never know.
Oh man, Joel John, it's always a fun time, brother, and I appreciate it. And thank you for everybody who's tuned in. And I hope that even though I've got some, head issues going on right now, whatever, just because the weather's been crazy here, dude. Like the last week.
Oh yeah, same here.
Last week it was like almost in the 70s for a couple of days, and then it was like 33 the next day, and then like 65, and then 33 the next day. So that's kind of got me, kind of weird right now. But I hope it sounded all right, and I hope everybody had a good time listening. And we'll do it again very soon.
Folks, thank you all so much for tuning in. I want to thank my special guest and my brother, TB Monstrosity, a.k.a. Tracy Bird, for being on here. He's always coming on here, and I totally appreciate that for sure. And like I said, please, folks, donate to the folks who lost everything to the tornado in Western Kentucky, Bowling Green, Mayfield, Kentucky. Not just those folks. If you have additional stuff or just buy some additional essential things for these folks, I think Alabama got hit with this, Georgia, a couple places like that. Just donate something. I'm going to. Yeah, so
forgo my guitar lessons and donate to these people, man, because they're looking for houses. They're looking for places to live right now. So,
But Merry Christmas from the Bodfather. I don't really like Christmas, but hey, I'm not going to knock anybody out there who enjoys it. So it's all for you guys, and especially for the kiddos. It's all about the kiddos. And come back next week. We'll have some more guests and everything. So Happy New Year is coming up, and we got some stuff planned up for New Year's also. And our mine's a top 20-something albums of the year. And then you've got my other buddies who are going to be on here, so they've got their albums picked out. So lots of cool stuff still coming down for BODS Mayhem Hour, and plus catch Elias Soriano from the band Nonpoint, who's going to be on here also.
Nice.
That's going to be awesome. So love you guys, each and every single one of you all. Thank you all so much for everything you do for us, for me and TB, because we tremendously.
Thank you.
We don't take this lightly, folks. Thank you all. And y'all have a good Christmas, and grab some food for me, folks, and we'll see you next time.
Merry Christmas and Happy New Year, guys.